Hey guys, and welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Sun. We have a date with the Aether House. I know I said there'd be a Kahuna fight, but just hold your stallions. We have to get through plot first.
Yeah, that pesky little plot that keeps getting in the way of my violence and carnage. It's just huge problem. Gotta stop that. You know, a good thing they removed that out of Ultra Sun, because whoo boy!
When will he stop? When will the vicious assaults upon Ultra Sun's character end? Oranguru, you still haven't done that paperwork. I'm gonna need it back on my desk by 5 o'clock. I'm sorry.
I think he's just on his break, but it's gone way past the usual mandated 15 minutes, and I really think we need to write him up at this rate.
Who's gonna stop him? You? Me? He's a psychic orangutan. That's like my greatest fear made manifest. Where's Lily, by the way?
Oh yeah, that whole, the kidnapping plot point. Yeah, I gotta get back to that, I suppose.
And I love how Oranguru is in, like, the background of this scene. And keep in mind, Plumeria's main Pokemon are all part poison, which is weak to psychic.
It's just like, that's not in my job description. Dude, doing work is in your job description, and clearly you have not fulfilled the means of this agreement.
Oh, sighs all around. But yeah, Lily is determined to forge her own destiny here. She will not rely solely on Cosmog anymore. She will protect him, not the other way around.
Good thing she started carrying a gun. That's really helpful.
Ooh, topical. Not gonna bring it up anymore, because I'm sad now. Jeez.
I think that's a change in the previous dialogue for that, because in the original, I believe Plumeria accused Lily of being a thief, stealing Cosmog in order to protect it, but here she's a little bit more understanding about it.
Let me actually look that up, because I have our playlist of Sun on tab. Let me see. You gotta feel the commentary in the meantime, you can't let them know we're hacks.
Yeah, why didn't you do anything? I mean, they probably brought it up at the same time. I mean, Primarina, hopefully they're doing the business, right?
Nice to see you, Gladian. As always, your music. Beautiful, wonderful, but I don't think he's going to be very happy that you let his sister get kidnapped.
To be fair, I kind of heard it coming from a mile away. It is very loud, and he needs to learn how to tone that down.
Alright, let's see. I got the dialogue right here.
And let me just bring that up really quick. That was a different change in dialogue. He's more like mad at himself for not being able to protect Lily and just lashing out at you because he thought you failed to protect her. So it's changing a lot, more steadily, I realize.
Alright, this time I'll do whatever I can on my own, even if I do find myself in trouble again. And then he's like, dumb little spoiled princess, I am gesturing at you.
Yeah, that matches, right?
There is nothing more for us to take from you. Which reminds me, speak faster, Plumeria of the past. Oh, maybe we're not the only ones around here who could be called Pokemon thieves. Yeah, there you go.
Told ya. I knew something was up.
Oh, Vicky, I'm sorry, I had a plan, but unfortunately Golbat's air cutter was too much for you.
Yeah, at least Golbat has the speed thing going for it, because let's be honest, the rest of it doesn't quite match up.
But don't worry, it's time for Slow-Mo to shine, and it's Evolution Premiere Battle. Get you some psychic action.
Just as long as he can survive the Venom shock, but of course, yep, that'll work out.
I kind of would have preferred a one-hit KO, but I'll take what I can get. Have a Zen Headbutt. Sit down.
Slowbro has to reach him first, and let's be honest, he's not exactly the most agile creature around unless he just, with his head.
Well, that's the benefit of having all these things be turn-based. The Golbat just has to sit there and wait for it to connect.
Yeah, just land. He needs a handicap when he's turn-based battling, because Slowbro, he tries so hard, but we have to make it fair for everybody.
Now, I want you all to remember that Type Null is known as the Beast Killer. Keep that in mind as we send Char out to do the business.
Well, I guess if he's vulnerable to an elbow drop, that doesn't make him much of a beast killer.
I don't know. Buzzswole, I never saw him do any sick elbow drops, so maybe that's just where the Ultra Beasts were going wrong. They didn't they didn't have the right stable. They didn't have the right wrestling members to teach them these moves. And now I'm just imagining, like, Stone Cold Steve Austin with a Pokemon. What type would he rock, Helldragon? You know wrestling better than I.
Steel, I guess. But the thing is, mainly I wanted to bring up is that Buzzwole doesn't need an elbow drop. He will just suck your guts out. I've seen that image, by the way, guys. That Snorlax just having the worst day in the history of the world. He got perfect celled up in here. Buzzwole doesn't need that shit. He's already clearly pretty much of a killer.
Ugh, Zoroark? Really? You didn't even attempt to, like, try and fool anyone this time, because you're the last Pokemon to be sent out. Have a Brick Break. Have a Kit Kat and sit down.
Just destroy all the Aether House. You know, it's only a tax shelter anyway. They don't really need it.
Well, as we'll find out very soon, the Aether Foundation may or may not be doing nefarious, underhanded things.
May or may... We know they're evil. Duh! We knew this already.
I'm trying to keep some mystery and excitement in the plot, okay? Yeah, maybe I should calm down next time. You know, we could have used, like, that time battling to track Lily down. By now, they're probably in friggin' Johto.
I don't know. If they let's let them go to Johto, and then have an excuse to go back to Johto. I actually really like this plan.
Do you think we'll ever again get a second region in a Pokemon game?
What do you mean by that?
Like, a post-game region. Like, we had Kanto in Gen 2, and I guess you could say the Sevi Islands. Just like post-game new areas and the like.
Why haven't they done a second region in post-game since Gold and Silver, actually? Especially now that technology has advanced more, you'd think they'd be able to get away with that a little bit better. I don't know.
Well, you say technology has advanced more, but that just means, like, an entire new region the size of Alola, with Alola's graphics and whatnot, and spoilers, the Gen 7 games are struggling to breathe as is.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. I guess you could really... Well, and you have to remember, in Gold and Silver, they were only able to do it because Iwata pushed the software so much for that. Like, for that kind of thing. That was a miracle of coding that made that happen. And I really don't think we can get anything like that again without Botho technology to cover it, you know what I mean?
I meant to cut out that visit to the Pokemon Center, but let's just say that was a safety Pokemon Center entering session, because if I get knocked out without going into it, I'll go all the way back to the Pokemon Center near the Aether House, and I don't want that to happen, because that's just wasting my time when it comes to recording footage.
I just save obsessively. It's a holdover from my DOS adventure game days.
Very much so. We should wait. He'll bitch at us non-stop in between bites of Malasada.
Besides, we can't get tickets for a discount unless we bring at least 3 people.
Just enjoying some tea. As I wait for Nanu to grace our screens, here he is with his flip-flops and all.
Looks like they made a big effort to really make Gladion less of an edgy guy. For this in this go-round for that. And I liked his original characterization, but this one isn't necessarily too bad.
No, this is like a change I'm fine with. Like, at the end of this, I will probably say, if you had to play either Sun or Ultra Sun, this is an answer that needs some more thought, I think, so stay tuned for my finalized opinion of Ultra Sun. It's frothing right now. It's simmering. It's not yet ready to boil over. But it doesn't matter, because we have a Kahuna fight now. And this is a Dark type fight, obviously, so you're going to want to bring in fighting types. Bug types will help, but a lot of these guys have Power Gem, which I believe is a Rock type move, so you're going to want to watch out for that.
So he started standing, then they went to his boss intro screen. He was sitting down, then he stood back up. Why did you do that?
Because he is a man of action. Action doesn't always necessarily mean being assertive, it just means literally taking action.
I guess that works out, but I just don't see the point of changing the different postures for that. This
fight has, as far as I'm aware, not changed at all. All the Pokemon have the same moves, like the Persian has a Dark Inium Z, so it can pull out like a Z move if it wants to. Other than that, the most trouble I had was with this friggin' thing right here. I really should have... What the fuck is Sableye weak to? Because it's one of those awkward combinations, Dark and Ghost, so let me just like click on him and see what he's weak to.
crowbars?
It's a ghost, so good luck with it.
I don't know. I've seen some really badass crowbars and some really weak-ass ghosts.
It's only, like, weak to fairy. That's it.
Wow. Well, you have to remember also, previously, you had Mimikyu at that point, didn't you?
I think so, yeah.
I don't remember how that fight turned out. I don't think it turned out well, but again, that's just me remembering it badly, probably.
It's also immune to normal fighting and psychic thanks to its typing. In fact, the dark typing, like I said, is the only reason you can like do super effective damage at all, thanks to the new fairy type.
Well, again, if you hit it with steel, the previously mentioned crowbar, that's foreshadowing, as in crowbar solves most problems.
Thankfully, Decidueye is tanky enough with its stats, thankfully being a starter Pokemon, to be able to weather that. And of course, we go right back to where it all started from.
Yeah, I think around this point in the game, they didn't have to rebalance it as much for that, because Nanu was already kind of a challenging fight, so I think just keeping him as is makes sense.
I think at this point, I really should have attached Decidueye Z, or whatever it is called, because, God, I want that, like, super arrow strike, something fierce right about now. I mean, look at this. Losing your starter Pokemon in a fight? What the hell's wrong with you, Tom?
I kind of wish Decidu, you know, the Decidu Z crystal was a little bit different, because you know how the move looks. He, like, goes in the air, the arrows go around him, the arrows fire, then he goes. Well, I wish it was kind of like Taskmaster in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where he fires that one arrow in the sky, and then it becomes like that huge fucking blistering storm of arrows that rain down the enemy. That's just way cooler.
I do like how the computer ended up fucking itself over here, by the way. I thought it was being cool switching out to something that had dark type moves, but A, its one attempt at a move missed. It was trying to buff me with swagger and cause confusion, but also, you know, water type attack. I love it when it works out in my favour.
Good old Slowbro doing the business. Although, you know, now is really a bad time to have a Pokemon battle now that I think about it, considering God knows what is happening to Lily right now.
Oh, she's probably just having tea and biscuits.
Are they digestive? Or are they normal?
Don't you fucking start with me, alright? I already seceded to your fucking whims, and we made a whole thumbnail around the goddamn idea.
The little biscuit in the sun part of the Ultra Sun logo, that was my idea. I feel really proud about that.
My favourite part of that is the friggin' redesign for Rowlet. He's just a biscuit with wings.
It's possibly the most perfect thing Cardo has ever made, so hey, kudos to you, man. I really like it.
God, will you just die already? At least you flinch so I can do that again. There you go, and now we just have a fat-faced cat to deal with.
Ironically, fire solves most problems, much like real life, as well as the ones it causes. It's gonna take a lot of fireworks to clean this up, I'm sorry.
Oh, just so many. Yeah, Vicky. Vicky can do the business here, because I have actually swapped out its Z Crystal at this point, so let's see if we can get a bit of bug magic going.
It's probably not gonna work out that well, but let's see what happens.
I think it worked out better here than it actually did it in the Sun playthrough, because I remember that being a bit of a clusterfuck, honestly. Jesus. Goddamn do I hate Fake Out. It pisses me off to no end.
I'm not even sure the point of the move. I guess you have to use it to try and predict if an opponent's gonna do something, and then fake it out to try and make it flinch for that. Other than that, I don't really see a point for it. Oh yeah, this is like the one where it's like the Super Giga Drill Breaker attack, isn't it?
Something like that. Let's watch.
Oh no, I was thinking the steel one, my bad. This is a different one.
Bye!
Nice.
Your face is fat, goodbye.
Didn't that Persian give you a lot of trouble last time?
It really did, that's why I'm saying. It was, this was my very first attempt at this. Aw. His face when he smiles, the sun comes out. But yeah, I was really happy that strategy paid off switching out the Z crystals. Heh, not bad. That's why, I stopped you. I stopped you here, when you could be rescuing Gladion's sister. The Kahuna fight can wait, The Iron Trial doesn't have an expiration date.
Why doesn't Nanu come with us? I mean, I guess he's got stuff to do in the island, but considering somebody has been legit kidnapped, we need a little bit more help, I think.
Well, I don't know, maybe he did mention the concept of a tax haven. Maybe no one can do anything illegally against the Aether Paradise. They are their own continent, essentially.
Well, we are about to walk in, beat the shit out of all of its employees, and get Lily back, so at this point, clearly rules are not coming into play here.
I guess so. Oh, this is my favorite stance. Check this out.
You can tell he really does not want to be here doing that.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's enough embarrassment for one day. See ya. I guess it's down to us, and before then, Nanu is going to leave us with some parting words. Gladion, take heed.
Change your underwear and your socks every day, you'll thank me.
You can be stronger with people, but depending solely on people, you'll never get anywhere in life like that. A harsh lesson, one we all must learn.
Oh, Tom, sorry I was late. I had so much fried bread to eat, you had no idea.
Why am I not fat? Oh, it's because I run everywhere. I keep forgetting about ride Pokemon.
Also my genetics. Thanks, Dad.
In 10 years' time, he's just going to be the spitting image of Harlan.
Yeah, that's probably a dark fate I don't want to wish on anyone.
Hey, Harlan may be a round boy, but he is a cool round boy. He wears his weight well.
And he probably could punch a boulder in half admittedly, so hey, that works out.
Haha, Aether Paradise. That was so shocking a reveal, I had to cover one of my eyes.
To be fair, they are building the latest Metal Gear there, so we do have to watch out.
Look at Gladion over here, poor little homeless boy, with his own custom yacht.
I call it the Dark Liner. No, that's just the boat you took and you painted it. That's it.
Yes, I wonder why. I sure hope no one purchased the previous game.
Let's just pray that didn't happen, Tom. Let's just hope they're going in blind.
Oh god, if only the previous game bombed and didn't sell really well. Why has life got to be such a fragile bitch? Anywho, join us next time when we start the stormation of the Aether Paradise. See you then.